Large fire in FCT suburb market, property worth billions of naira raised. Don't board vehicles with compromised safety standards. FRSC court-martial and treats passengers. Sectoral analysis of 2024 in focus. A very good evening to you. This is the news on NTA News 24 at 11. I am Charles Alpha. Property worth billions of naira have been ravaged by fire in Masaka Market, Karo local government area of Nasarawa State. Blessing Dan Fulani reports that the victims are coming to terms with the sad realities.
These rubbles were once in good shape for commercial activities in this market. Last night it were gutted by an inferno which affected over 100 business owners who are still counting their losses as goods worth billions of naira were completely razed down. The cause of the fire outbreak, which raged for hours, is yet to be ascertained. However, eyewitnesses said it was eventually put off with the help of fire service personnel.
What I have saw with my eye yesterday, seriously, it is very, very terrible. It's very unfortunate. A lot of traders lost things worth of millions of naira.
The whole of this site got burned, but because of the help of the fire service, they were able to quench this site.
The victims of the disastrous episode appealed for government's intervention.
We don't know what is bringing this fire. We don't know. We don't know. We really feel bad. We feel bad about it.
We are too long from commercial bank, microfinance bank, and other ones at least who need to get the government to come to our aid.
We are pleading for the government. Let them help us because
Chairman Karo local government area Aliu Madaki, who visited the scene, assured them of government support.
All the security agencies you can think of were on ground. Even the Serkim Masaka with his health challenge condition who was also around. We cannot just see much now. Assessment is going on.
We are trying to go on assessment just like the chairman has said. We are trusting God that at times Godson will come out with the plans.
It will be recalled that a few years ago, the same market had experienced similar incident. Blessing Fulani, NTA News.
The Court-Martial Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Mohammed, has urged commuters to be alert and mindful of drivers who show signs of recklessness and drunkenness before embarking on during such journey. The Court-Martial said this as FRC steps up its advocacy and sensitization campaigns and in view of the recent crashes that occurred in Jeba, Kwara State on Thursday, 26 December 2024, and the other that happened on the Owo-Ikare road before Bridge on 28 December 2024. It said the record road crashes occurred due to the negligence or recklessness of drivers and the inability of passengers to checkmate them, call them to order, even report them to FRSC or other security agencies along their routes. The Court-Martial believes that by taking these simple precautions, commuters can significantly reduce their risk of being involved in road crashes. Meanwhile, the Federal Road Safety Corps has recorded a 12.8% reduction in road traffic crashes between January and October 2024 compared to the same period in 2023. Corps Marshal Federal Safety Corps Shehu Mohammed hinted this with pressmen in his office while giving accounts of activities of the Corps in the year 2024. Oyeyemi Ajayi has the details.
The year 2024 for the Federal Road Safety Corps started on the premise of training and retraining of officers to be intellectually equipped with a modern standard best practice, and this the Corps did by enrolling some of the officers of the Corps on training with expectations to reflect on the activities on the highways. The year witnessed a transition from one leadership to another, the end of Dauda Alibiu administration ushering in the beginning of Shehu Mohammed. Handed over the letter of assumption of office as well as being decorated the new Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Mohammed was unequivocal about his determination of not leaving any stone unturned, of ensuring a new face is given to the Corps. He believes that to achieve this, he needs to see things by himself, and that propelled his visit to driver's license print firm to deal with the case of backlog of uncollected licenses, aside being on the field himself during the Salah celebration to control traffic and see how the men are faring, hitting the ground running with his 4 focal points for the Corps, which includes rejigging the Corps, welfare for staff, amongst others. He saw the need to partner with sister agencies and other transportation stakeholders to get everyone on board of ensuring unity of purpose and having better working relationship. His meeting with the high commands of the Corps across the 36 states and FCT was to charge them to develop practical approaches to check road crashes while warning against corruption. Now, with the launch of the FRSC mobile app, there seemed to be a new phase for the Corps. Also, a window to bring the people closer to the Corps to get real-time information. There was the inauguration of the National Road Safety Advisory Council to address Nigeria's road safety challenges and drastically reduce road traffic crashes on the roads. With a series of other developmental strides internally and externally, the Corps engaged in series of town hall meetings with stakeholders aside series of rallies to encourage safe driving on the roads.
January to October 2023, we had 8,654 crashes. Then for January to October 2024, we had 7,675. That is a reduction of 12.8% in terms of crashes. But unfortunately, in terms of the death, the one for 2023, that is January to October, we had a death of 4,153. But unfortunately, for 2024, we had 4,330, an increase instead of reduction, an increase of 4.3. But the fatality too, we had for 2023 to October, January to October, we had 25,126. Then for this year, January to October, we had 24,525, a decrease of 2.5%.
No doubt, pending issues of concerns remain, making the chase a continuum. But many say the approaches so far are on course, but definitely it is not yet time to relent, as the enforcement must always continue. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
Now, to ensure Nigerians celebrate Christmas joyfully, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has donated bags of rice to the Federal Capital Territory chapter of the Northern Christian Political Forum and the 6 area councils of the FCT. The First Lady, who was represented, used the forum to remind Nigerians that the Tinubu administration is fair and will continue to be fair to Nigerians based on the implementation of programs and policies that promote the renewed hope agenda of the president. The FCT residents commended the president's wife for her unrelenting attitude in complementing the efforts of her husband through intervention programs.
Christian Northern Nigeria Political Forum is a forum that gives birth at the 2023 general election. She is the one under her office. She called us to appreciate us with these little gifts you are seeing behind us, especially for the 19 northern states of this country. Last year, she did for the whole country, but now because of, she was able to start from the 19 northern states.
The First Lady's representative said the palliative is to lessen the economic situation of Christians at this time of the celebration, stressing that the people should renew their hopes as government is working hard to improve the lives of the citizenry. Now, year 2024 saw significant advancement in diplomatic partnership and global cooperation under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs implementing the President's foreign policies as part of Nigeria's renewed hope agenda. Garba Natala highlights this engagement in this report.
Analyzing progress made so far, the Minister of Foreign Affairs gave insights into his ministry's performance and impact on Nigeria's foreign policy goals under President Tinubu's administration. The ministry conducted a series of high-level diplomatic engagements, bilateral meetings, and participated in multilateral summits to strengthen cooperation and advance mutual interests with foreign allies.
With all the activities going on, we've had about 300 engagements in and out of the country. There's an MOU with India, agreements with the US, with EU. We established the Nigeria-Qatar Joint Business Council between the two chambers of commerce of Nigeria and Qatar. Hosting of the AU African Humanitarian Agency. The team came in April to assess. It's very competitive. We believe we've done enough.
Aside this, however, funding being a major obstacle, the ministry continued to safeguard Nigeria's interest on the global stage.
We are pushing very hard for Nigeria to become a member of the G20. We've campaigned, we've engaged with so many G20 members. We're also campaigning assiduously for membership, permanent membership of the UN Security Council. There's the ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme, where so far, based on the sensitization programs that the ministry has been handling, workshops, we have enrolled 933 Nigerian companies, 10,850 products have been registered. This is something that is very important because that way you can avoid tax when Nigerian companies are moving goods and services within ECOWAS. Otherwise, they get taxed.
Trade and economic diplomacy is another aspect pursued by the ministry to promote exports, attract foreign investments, scholarships to Nigerian youths, job opportunities, exchange programs, providing consular and visa services for Nigerians facing legal challenges in foreign countries, and many more. In 2024, the 4D Foreign Policy Initiative of President Bola Tinubu's administration has secured investments amounting to $5 billion thanks to numerous high-level diplomatic engagements led by the Nigerian leader, resulting in various bilateral and multilateral partnerships.
The job of our senior officials will only achieve the desired goal if we did very well in implementation.
The partnership between China and Nigeria that focuses on agriculture, infrastructure, and economic development is crucial. Following the initial intergovernmental committee session, both countries have pledged to strengthen cooperation across various sectors. On multilateral discussions, global issues are addressed. In forums like the United Nations General Assembly, Vice President Kashim Shettima conveyed Nigeria's stance on global concerns, particularly regarding the Israeli-Palestine conflict and challenges faced by Africa. Nigeria's participation in G20 summit hosted by Brazil in November 2024 under the leadership of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlights the country's stance on key global issues and the agreements made. Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga conducted shuttle diplomacy to 4 ECOWAS member states, aiming to foster support in addressing both global and regional issues. He provided a briefing to journalists in Abuja regarding the outcomes of his diplomacy initiative.
The nature of the world today, we're living in a multipolar world. It is becoming increasingly complex, but at the same time, the political structure of the world is designed in such a way that regional cohesion is all important. It's important for regions to be together.
Despite facing challenges, Nigeria's foreign engagements led to strong investments in the year under review, with countries like United Kingdom contributing, Netherlands, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, UAE, India, Germany, Ethiopia, Benin Republic, Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, Senegal, and Qatar, all supporting Nigeria's economic growth and development. More successes are expected in the year 2025 with the appointment of Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Bianca Ojukwu as the year projects a positive outlook. In Abuja, Garib Muhammad Natala, NTA News.
More reports ahead. Please stay with us. All right, thank you for staying with us. 2024 was an engaging and eventful one for the labor sector in Nigeria, and the activities were, however, positive as they centered mainly on interventions aimed at addressing challenges of the Nigerian workforce, from a new minimum wage to an effort to create more decent job opportunities for the unemployed. The Nigerian worker now hope for a renewed future. And Joseph Otsen takes us through the 2024 journey of the labor sector in 2024.
Amidst economic challenges, the minds of many Nigerian workers has been on improved wages and social safety nets. And that which the current administration of President Bola Tinubu assured saw lots of intervention in 2024. The Tripartite Committee on National Minimum Wage, set up by the federal government as early as January, concluded its work, and further engagements between the president and critical stakeholders culminated into a 70,000 naira new national minimum wage signed into law with effect from 29 July 2024.
We're very satisfied with it. And some state governments have started implementing. Others have even gone beyond 70.
So some other governors are compelling our people to sign agreements for effective date to commence by January on the whole matter of issues.
Apart from the minimum wage, many salary structures, including pension, were reviewed. An increment between 25 to 35% approved effective from January 2024.
TAG has finalized its plans to begin the payment of the accrued pension arrears related to the 32,000 naira pension increment that was recently announced by the federal government.
High cost of transportation and inflation are among major concerns of many Nigerian workers. However, the distribution of CNG-powered vehicles to the organized labor and other major actors in the transport sector excited labor leaders.
This step forward brings us closer to a future where both workers and the planet benefit from such forward-thinking policies, which is commendable.
Same excitement heralded the confirmation that 2 local refineries, Dangote and that of the old Port Harcourt refineries, are now operational.
So we are also expecting that in no time soon that the new Port Harcourt refinery will come on stream.
when there was increase in pump price of petroleum products. Part of that agreement was that this station must work. And now that it is working, it is our duty, to come here to confirm that it is working.
Creating employment opportunities for Nigerians is one of the major pillars of the Renew Hope agenda of the Tinubu administration, with about 2.5 million jobs within 3 years set as target.
So I want to assure you and assure all Nigerians that we will continue to renovate these skill centers to the standards that is required.
Already, the National Directorate of Employment (NDE) has keyed in by flagging off its first phase of empowerment, with more than 93,000 Nigerians benefiting through its Renew Hope Empowerment Initiative.
About 40,000 out of the 93,731 persons enrolled in this program will be receiving training in ICT and digital skills. This is a deliberate step by the NDE in order to equip our youth with emerging skills that will enable them become globally competitive.
Someone that told me about that they are applying for NDE, so he now gave me the website and I input my details, and to God be the glory.
And I hope that by next year, everything about strike will be a thing of the past, because I know that our partners, the labor union, will be working very closely to the upliftment of Nigeria.
High inflation may have made life difficult for workers. However, government measures to augment their income, provide palliatives, and reduce costs of transportation, some say, is now giving them hope that better days lie ahead. In Abuja, Joseph Utsen, NTA News.
Still in the spirit of Christmas, and Abuja is feeling the festive touch. From street corners to homes and shops, residents are adding their unique spark to brighten the city. In this report, Eucharia Clinton takes us on a journey to see how Abuja residents are getting creative with Christmas decorations and keeping the holiday spirit alive.
As the festive season sweeps through Abuja, the city sparkles with lights, each telling a unique Christmas story. Streets, walls, and outdoor spaces are draped into magical wonderland, even if the grandeur is more subdued this year. In Area 11, only a few streets, mostly near government establishments, are adorned with festive lights. The FCDA axis, the ICRC building, the Edit House in Asokoro, and the glowing decorations at the CBN are among the few standout displays, making the drive a visual delight. And did I mention that the NTA spared no cost in lighting up the season?
The decoration you are seeing show the beauty of a Christmas. You know, when you see the decoration all around, that's to tell you the importance of the season, when people share love.
LED lights have always been the favorite, affordable and durable. You see them hanging on fences, draping from door frames, walls, and Christmas trees, bringing warmth and smiles even in simplicity. In spite of the economic realities, youths in Kapwa village, Lugbe, had swell time during the season under the decor crafted from household waste like used CD plates and ribbons.
No matter the economy, we're still going to make ourselves happy. Then for the decorations, we just look at the things we have in the house, in order to improvise. You don't need to necessarily spend money.
Driving the Maitama, we were struck by the array of colors and unique charm of breathtaking decorations around Transcorp Hilton. The glow leaves visitors enchanted.
It's a joy because it makes the atmosphere different. It shows a different thing where everybody can relate that something good is happening, even though there is no money.
The beauty of these decorations is not just in how they look, but in how it brings people together and puts smiles on their faces.
the home. When we wake up from the 29th of November to 1st, we'll just wake up, there's light. And that light used to give us that joy of like a new environment. I always tell people that light gives you life. So that light, to me, though it's in colors of the Christmas, like we have designed it, or rather has been designed, but it gives you that feeling of things are alive.
Whether homemade or store-bought, the message of Christmas remains unchanged, spreading love, sharing hope, and celebrating unity. In Abuja, it's clear the size of the decorations doesn't matter. What does is the love and joy they represent. From the streets to the homes, the season is all about coming together and sharing love, happiness, and spreading peace and joy. Merry Christmas. In Abuja, Eucharia Clinton, NTA News.
That report concludes the news tonight. Many thanks for being part of it. I am Charles Alpha.